Okay, so today we're going to be installing this Ktuner on my 2013 6-speed manual SH all-wheel drive, which is the 3.7 liter. And this is the V1.2. I got the V1.2 to save the few $100s, and I'll just download the TunerView app instead of using the V2. So this is what it comes with. You get your USB, and you get a couple stickers. I ordered this at JDM Tech or Correct Automotive on Facebook. It was $734, taxes in, delivered. The shipping and handling was $50. So if you want to save it and you live close to them, you can just go pick it up and you'll save yourself $50. So you click download on ktuner.com. Scroll down to download the program, plug in the Ktuner into your OBD2, then into your computer, and then I don't have an antivirus, that's why I'm getting this screen, run anyways, and then you go ahead and go through the process, accept everything, next, pretty much on everything, and you're pretty much just saving your stock tuner. Well, this is just completely downloading the process. So you can actually do all this before actually going in accessory mode in your car, because I didn't do all this first and my accessory mode is on right now and my battery does die and I have to go buy booster cables and then flash the tune after all this is installed. So you can do all that, then you can click your Ktuner and then you start loading the Ktuner. Then I go to accessory mode here by clicking it twice. I go to next, and I'm pretty much just registering the Ktuner to my ECU, I believe. So you're locking your Ktuner to the ECU. And then once you're done that, you'll click register. And then I believe you click update, but I clicked register again because I didn't think it went through. But as you see here, it went through. Then I click update. Update is completed. So then you close the window after, and then you should get your screen pop up for your maps and all that stuff. So this is what will pop up, and you'll read through, and pretty much here you're locking the ECU. And then you'll click preparing, and then make sure you click this yellow button, connect, to make sure that the Ktuner is connected, because I did not do this the first time, so I uploaded it and nothing happened. So here I go and raise the rev limiter to 7,600, I believe. Stock, it comes with 71 from Ktuner. And then you can also go ahead and set your VTEC to wherever, but it comes from Ktuner at 47, so I left it here. And my two-step, I actually raised it to 5,800. It's a good way to snap an axle if you want to launch that high. And then once you're done that, you go to new tune, and then your car will load up and you choose what tune you want. I choose tune 2 because all I have is a J pipe, and the other ones are for high flow pre-cat delete, and then the fourth one is if you have an full exhaust, pretty much. There is none for the intake, so you'd have to do some tweaking if you want the intake for max gains. And then once you select everything, you go to upload tune, and then it'll begin flashing your vehicle, and you'll select the middle one if you have the V1.2. If you have the V2, then you'll click the top one and you'll choose a number to where you want your tune stored. So flashing, it is flashing here, and all your lights will come on, and that's when you know it is working. Don't panic, it's normal. And then it'll ask you to shut off your vehicle. It's not running, but shut it off, accessory mode, and then wait a few seconds, turn it back on, wait a few seconds before you start your car, and then it says flash here is successful. Okay, so I'm going to install the intake, and I had a guy comment saying that he didn't remove the battery to install the intake, but to remove this, there is a bolt. See where my thumb is? It's in there. Like in there. So it's literally impossible to not remove the battery. I'm gonna remove this bracket here and see if I can not have to remove the battery, but once this bracket's removed, you might as well just remove the battery anyways. So yeah, I'd like to see how you said you put a clip of the install, but you just kind of showed the intake with the bolt there. But yeah, there's no way, in my opinion, to remove the stock airbox without removing this battery. So even with this bracket removed, you're not fitting a ratchet in there to get to that 10 mil. Anyways, I just removed the battery, way easier. And that's the bolt you gotta remove the battery to get to. Pain in the butt, but it is what it is. And yes, I'm gonna clean this. I just don't have time trying to fix the SUV and putting the intake on. Then I gotta go do some stuff around town, so I'll clean it my next sunny day off. The only thing I can think of that you don't have to remove the battery to get to that is maybe the 09 to 11s are made differently, but with the 2012 and up, the battery goes here, right against the airbox. There's no way to get to that bolt with the battery there. Also, I did get a new clutch master cylinder without the delay valve, and I'm just not really sure how to install it. I mean, that's the slave master, and that one actually apparently has a delay valve in it, but on the forums there is a guy who took it all apart and there's no way to remove the delay valve, so it might not have one. I'm not really sure, but there is a guy who removed all of that apart and there was no way to remove it from taking it apart. So all I got was the clutch master cylinder, and apparently it doesn't have the delay valve. I'm gonna paint this. I'd like to get some color going here, so I like blue. There is some stock blue coloring anyways, so I'm gonna paint this blue, and then I want to get this painted. This probably gloss black, this blue, and then this gloss black, or I don't know. We'll figure something out. Maybe all this blue, this black, that blue. Who knows? Also, my check emissions light's been coming on and off, so that's why I didn't put the intake, but it still came on with the stock airbox, so I'm thinking it's the sensor here. And I've been told that it can get dirty really easily, and as you can see, my hands are pretty greasy, and I've been switching this back and forth, so I might have touched it and got it dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this. There is a special spray, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to maybe clean it with rubbing alcohol, and hopefully that solves the issue. As you can see there is like a fingerprint on the end, so hopefully that is the only thing that's causing the engine light to come on. So we'll see. I'm gonna clean that up and see what happens. It does not seem to be working as good with the intake. With the stock tune, I find it does work better with the intake, but I just found it doesn't pull as good with the intake now, so I might put it back to stock airbox and until I get an actual tune. So I've been idling in the heat. It is 27 degrees. I've been idling and it's reading 154, 156. It's just fluctuating in between those two. And I've been idling here for like 15-20 minutes. So that's about as hot as the short ram gets on a pretty warm day. Might get a little warmer on a hotter day, but that's as hot as it's getting. And at the same temp with the stock airbox, it was reading the exact same temp. So I'm not really sure why people say it gets heat soaked, but it seems to be no different than the stock airbox to me so far. So we'll see. So to be honest, I'm not like overly impressed with the Ktuner. Yeah, it revs higher and it pulls a little better, but I was expecting like this crazy difference. So maybe with the high flow pre-cats or pre-cat deletes and the Ktuner and the J-pipe and the exhaust, then it'll be a big difference. Because I know the pre-cat deletes and the Ktuner paired together will get your most gains. But unfortunately, I don't have the money for that right now. We're trying to get a house But once we get a house, pre-cat deletes are coming, supercharger by next year, so stay tuned for that. Lots more to come. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.